How are you guys doing today? Pretty brazen title, right? Like, what Entropia, how would I say that Rocktopia did something better than the other Entropia planets, right? Well, I'm going to throw down facts. I don't really think that they do a great job with the aggressiveness of active management that I think that they should. But all in all, I believe that if the other planets would actually take a second and look at what all Rocktopia has done, that in all honesty, guys, I'm going to tell you, super way superior. Like, it's not even a comparable thing. I hope I'm streaming under the correct title that format, you guys, but we never know. Yeah, I am. So, big things, right? If you don't know about Entropia, cash-based video game, conversion is 1 ped equals 10 cents. Not a big deal, right? So this, of course, is owned by Never Die. Never Die owns a company out of, I believe, Los Angeles, and his name's John Jacob Never Die. You never see him on anymore. He used to actually be an active player. Pretty sure this is owned by Sinner. Yeah, Sinner owns a bunch of stuff. So that's not where we're going to go with, hey, this is better because of this area right here. So I want to start off, we're going to go with some slow stuff. We'll start off quick and with the boring stuff before we get to the exciting stuff. I'm going to just go straight up. This hover skateboard, it's a Rocktopia vehicle. Many of the other very fancy vehicles, Rocktopia vehicles. I'm going to shoot down this road just a small amount, right? Let's talk apartments. Let's talk houses and stuff like that. And let's say you guys are like, oh, I want a house, I want an apartment, but I want it to have the capability of being a store apartment or estate. So let's pull right in here. Obviously, these girls are going to want to kill me. They're actually robots, but whatever. Hostile girls. This is not my property, obviously. I did not jump on this when they did. So let me pick up this. This is obviously a Studio Street apartment. It's owned by the Planet Manager. By the way, you can contact the Planet Manager in here somewhere. I have a, hey, here's Rocktopia Planet Manager. And we'll get into this in a second. Let me go kill that alarm telling me to start streaming. I usually start streaming in about 20 minutes, and I have an alarm letting me know, hey, it's time to start getting ready to start streaming. So, as you can tell, I made sure that the stuff currently just does work. Um, I haven't found out what will happen. The bananas still work. Now, I'm going to get into what the bananas are, right? You guys are going to want to know. So, this is a studio apartment or a studio estate on Rocktopia. Now, if you look at this, this is full terminals right there in the actual estate, right? Oh, that's a big deal. Look at this crap. The only thing, the only thing that I think that should be added to this is I believe I should be able to spawn out a video like this vehicle, you know what I'm saying, and place it for sale like a showroom. But none of the apartments on the other planets, if you look at them, and you can go around, I mean like, but this is very well done. And if you look, let me show you this. I do not own this, remember? So, okay, so I'm going to visualize this out, plus we'll get the stats for it. This thing, right, can have 100 guests, has an indoor item count of 1,000, display area of 30, bunch of other crap, right? It's a giant area, technically. Did we actively? Sometimes it's hard to get the visualize to work on estates. Well, basically, it's this whole area around it. Oh, there's the visualization is those. Okay, so this whole area has the ability to have stuff placed and stuff, right? I'm not sure if you guys see how big a deal this is, but this is a huge big deal. So then there's this middle courtyard area right here. I grab this up so I can see what's going on with that. I don't really think that there's a point to those extra terminals. I mean, maybe by just for somebody walking by. Okay, so this one's owned, obviously. Maybe let's see if this girl has it set up as a store. And then I'm going to move on from these because I don't want it all to be about these. Yeah, so look at this. Do you see how freaking well done these are? So, not trying to be a jerk, right? But boom, that's this part, right? Okay. So now, obviously, these are vastly superior to all the mall shops on all your little planets, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. They're vastly superior to most of the little estate homes. Like, not just an opinion, it's facts. Now I'm going to beam up here. Boom. Like that. Okay. Next part. Y'all see these? This is a giant unbuilt estate. Most of you are like, well, what the crap is that, right? Okay. So here's what I'm going to say, and this is going to come in later on when we get to a player-owned instance. Another key part in why the other planets messed up a little bit. So some of the instances, many of the instances on Rocktopia are owned by players. See these little land area, the mansion estate area right here? Um, they're all purchasable. Now we're going to get into that. We're going to get into also the player-owned instances in which you've got Camp Crump, you've got vampire instances and stuff like that. And there's places I think they failed. I think each one of the instances should at least have two unique mobs that comprise at least 50% of the encounter, so that the only way you can codex that mob technically is by running that specific instance. And I don't think that that's too much to ask. Now, I'm going to set this up so you guys can see my non-game capture stuff in 1 second. Let me get my screen capture up, display capture. Then we're going to grab this pop shop thing. Boom. Then I'm going to drop game capture. Hold on 1 second. Let's hope this works correctly. Sometimes I don't transfer right. Gonna give one. Okay, so this is the pop shop, guys. So you know how bananas drop on Rocktopia. Now see, this no longer works. The money part, but the bananas do. And I already showed you right here that I verified with the Planet Manager. I am currently saving up bananas. Blah, blah, blah. Does so I already checked. I already asked, hey, does that work? I already got back. Yes. I'm going to tell you, the guy does get on. I know for a fact he gets on. So let's go on what this stuff is, right? So here's the deal. You've got keys, and you've got upgrades, you've got lands and stuff like that, right? So most of those, these estates, that's what those are. So these convert to bananas, just so you guys know. Like the banana conversion is actually what you have to do. Um, in which you need to contact the manager, the planet manager. Don't go off of this anymore. So in the player-owned instances and stuff like that, right? Stock your dungeon to the brim with these dungeon-specific weapons that can be looted in your dungeon. So say I own one of these dungeons, right? And I wanted to save up 100,000 bananas, which isn't that big of a deal because a normal group could do that. You could literally then have your instance stocked with these guns. And it goes like a different type of things. And I'm sure if you actually saved up enough bananas, you might would be able to contact them directly. And it's not just this kind of stuff, okay? So this is all stuff that's related to player-owned things, right in this whole shop. And I'm not going to go through their whole shop because that's not the point of this entire, thing. Is not me, hey, shopping for Rocktopia, okay? So, I'm not doing that right this second. Let's get on to the next why this also matters, okay? By the way, you guys might not know this, but when I first started the Southgate area, that's where I sweated haters for a long time. This is one of the very first planets I ever went to before Cyrene. It's an amazing planet. People don't know. Like, you can sweat a hater forever. You can actually go down by the river area and you can work through several of the missions while sweating wolves and stuff like that. It's epic. So let's go right here because I'm gonna have to zap here. And I don't want to spend the whole time on the wrong, just like just on what they did wrong in the other places on shopping areas and stuff like that. But let's at least a little bit look at some other stuff. So I just showed you the estate stuff, right? And honestly, I've got to really look because I haven't been on this planet for a second, and so and I don't remember where. Is it the Hyperplex apartments or is it the Chelsea apartments? Guys, let's assume it's the Chelsea apartments. Do any of you guys know where Rockmart, the big Rockmart store is located? It's in one of these apartments. It doesn't matter. I'll find it in a second, guys. I could probably ask that guy, but I'm probably there right now. There's other places, by the way, to sweat haters. Oh, this is this Chelsea safe house, guys. I wish I could zoom in more. Sorry, guys. We're looking for specific apartments. Let's ask this gentleman. This gentleman might not be there. Okay, let me look at this because it is hard for me to. I don't think it's the Castillo Lofts. All these places are giant though, so you know. Okay, not the U apartments, but the U apartments are a great example. So let's look at this. Let's see if it actually just says apartments on it. You know what? I've got somebody. And I'm sorry about this. We're going to get into some hunting and stuff like that, but I also want to show you the difference. And if one of you guys just right off the bat knows where Rockmart is, I won't have to wait till Dizzy shoots back a hey, blah, blah, blah. In all honesty, I didn't think that there was a Slater Apartments. I'm going to go to these Slater Apartments and we're going to see if they've just changed in the Soul on. Soul owns stuff there. It's probably there. Okay, hold on. We're just going to go to these apartments. By the way, if you guys are ever, Soul is absolutely an expert at so much stuff, it's not funny. Nah, these are the junk apartments. This is the wrong apartment, guys. These are nice apartments, so I'm not meaning it mean. But these are purposely, like, the motif is that it's a ghetto-ish type of place on purpose. And I don't know if Soul is on. Hmm. Okay, these look about correct. Sorry about that, guys. I need a specific floor, I'm pretty sure. Let me look. So I'll show you anyway, even if these are the wrong ones. So if I come in here, oh, let's find one that's not the wrong one, right? And I might have to go to the other side. Nope, that's the same person. Somebody owns two of them and they privated them. Check this televator. I think it's floor 2 that we need to go to anyway. I'm gonna do some instances too here, guys. Oh, nope, floor 2 is that. Guys, you know what? We'll just move on from this because I don't want to mess with it. I'm gonna zap myself somewhere else. I'll show you a different part of it. If somebody gets back to me on where the thing is, I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure we can find out where it is by being down in the main area, but... And I'm kind of surprised I'm not remembering where it is. I'm going to take you guys to the Tangerine shop area. And I'm also going to show you guys... Yeah, let's just take you to the Tangerine shop area. Boom. So this is where we're going to do our first instance, okay? It's going to take a second. This is a player-owned instance. We could pick several of them. I just poofed here. This is Tangerine. I don't believe that one's owned yet. So nobody's making the key to be able to do the instance that has to do with that up there. In which we all know you could do all kinds of neat cool stuff. These are obviously shops. And you're probably thinking, well, why would the shops be cool? Because these shops are actually very well done, right? But that's not just it, right? Here's the deal. You got the shop. Let's walk over here. You've got this. You've got the vampire tomb right here. Okay, you guys see that? You've got her shop. This is, of course, Raven's shop. Shop has really good item points. She's not even brimmed on it, right? So we come into her shop. You see all this stuff. Then you see these keys. Oh, wait. You notice how there's a basement key for this shop. Many of you might be thinking, hey, what is that basement key for that shop? I'd be thinking, boom, let's buy that. Let's find out, right? Okay. Now you saw there's a bunch of shops, right? So it's not like, oh, this is the only shop. I gotta go find a repair terminal real quick. Pretty sure all bars have repair terminals in them, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, let's look. Had to wait. Yeah, bars have repair terminals. So these are all owned. Okay, so I think you guys are getting why I'm like, hey, so I'm gonna full repair this. I don't want to mess around. Now here's what we're gonna, wait, I'm not trying to mind force. Did we repair our stuff? Let's make sure, guys. Sorry, those are all a bunch of stuff, but the wrong stuff. Okay, boom, basement key. Now I want to point out also real quick, there's a slew of other um, instances in which they work off of lockpicks and stuff like that. I have a whole bunch of those. Uh, we also have the ability to make some more. On Monday, I'm going to do a whole lot of instance runs. I won't just be like, hey, you know what the other planets should add. More player-owned locations with upgradable instances in which you can buy new mobs and stuff into. So now I'm going to run right over here, right? I already know where to go here. By the way, you can carjack some of the, Slim Jim some of these things. Oh, that's the Wasted Rockstar one. I forgot we went across the street to the bar. So behind the actual place, you end up finding its instance in which the owner of these places have the ability to have a key. Now, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's a pretty cool thing. Wait, did I just go past their door? Sorry. That's the tomb right here. Right here. The vampire's tomb. I'm going to throw on armor. I don't even remember if these guys were a threat at any point, but I did this a long time ago, so boom. So this is going to be a good little... Let's kill some vampires. It's Halloweeny. Okay, so we come in. I believe we should be good with a combustive 3, right? Let's go down to the basement. Oh, we could repair ourselves. Yeah. Quitters, exit. Wait, hold on, let's see. Read. Okay, yeah, you have to loot at the end, or you lose everything, right? Okay. So we choose when we're done in this. Dramatically. I'm just joking on that part. I forgot what we do here, guys. We had to talk this girl to... I'm trying to remember what we do, guys. Oh! We go this way. Okay, so let's see. Vampire Queen is... That's to quit. Okay, so we have to loot this, I believe. Then we quit. Trying to make sure that we're not... Okay, this is to quit. That doesn't say quit. Think we're safe touching this one? Okay, yeah, so they're 17th level vampires. For some reason, I don't remember being 17th level, but let's go along with that. They're pretty passive, right? How mean are you, girl? Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna go a little more aggressive with these girls. I didn't realize they were gonna hit me with mean girls that were serious, you know what I mean? I kinda thought it was... I don't think I need a loot pill on me for these, because I think we're auto-looted in these. So this one's not gonna be exciting, and I'll tell you what they did wrong. Like many of these, it's too stagnant. And the first time, I have expected at some point I would clear enough away and this wall would fall down and there would be caverns to go look through and stuff like that. But no, it wasn't. Like no caverns, nothing ever started happening. And so basically on this one, you stand here killing the crap out of these. Now the thing is, the more we kill, the cooler loot we will get, and that is true. We have to kill a bunch to get way cool loot. Let's figure out how many we want to kill. Probably a lot, but... Oh, whoa, they're mad at me. I shouldn't have been drinking that coffee right there, probably. I should be using one to block the other, but I'm not because I just want to kill one. And then we'll be more careful. Okay. I'm gonna have to heal myself right here. So now, the point is, this is one of those player-owned instances that I was showing you, in which, if you look at it, here, look at this. these are all upgradable on Rocktopia. Like you could be like, oh, I own that instance. I'm gonna spend 100,000 bananas. Would you add this archer into my instance? So the other planets, they lack upgradable player-owned instances. I think that's a huge mistake. And it's not just this one. There's a bunch. Like, I'm not going to run through them all in a single day, but I will show you some today. Um, we're going to have to kill these girls. They're pretty violent. The one that's pretty easy, guys, is the Camp Crunk. It's fun. It's basically hang out and kill guys at Camp Crunk until you're bored. Um, I believe the Camp Crunk 2 and Camp Crunk 3 missions aren't owned yet. The Camp Crunk 1 mission, the basic item is clothing related, and I can't remember what the theme of Camp Crunk 2 and Camp Crunk 3 crates were supposed to be. But you can check with the planetary partners, guys, for Rocktopia and stuff like that. They know what they did, or what they're willing to let you do. This is owned by Raven Jade, by the way, if you guys are wondering. And I don't know if she's upgraded since the last time I was in here at all. I mean, I'd have to look at my way long time ago video. I'm trying to remember if I thought these guys were 17th level vampire robbers. I thought they were a lot easier, but I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But this is all going into a single treasure stack payout. And so that's why it kind of is nice to kill a bunch of these guys before you claim it. Especially since you're also claiming in the value of a key. I wish I owned one of these guys. If you guys wanted to get, I mean, well, that's not realistic, but I was like trying to figure out for a second in my mind how our channel could own an instance. So if our channel starts making mad revenue one day, right? We then throw down a buy up on all bananas, and then we just make a super instance, and we then throw some cash at it too, because in all honesty, you know that little tink tink gun that's on Calypso that everybody gets? It's the basic. Is that it? Is that all we get a kill? Did I just kill off their whole vampire swarm? That made a sound. Oh. Well, guys, I think I might have just killed off the whole swarm. Let's check. What do I have to do? Spirits to unlock. I don't want to quit if we're not getting out of here properly, guys. Am I gonna have to go check my... Oh, we can just keep bringing these girls out. I'm gonna end up having to check my previous video to find out how I got out of here. I don't remember how I got out of here, guys. I'm gonna have to actually check my own video. It seems like you can just summon more of these girls though. So I'm gonna kill another batch of them. Whoa. And then I'm gonna find out how we get out of here real quick. I'm scared that if we touch the thing and leave without loot, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave without loot. It's awkward when you're having to look up your own stuff. Okay. You're having an amazing day. I'm glad I'm wearing a different shirt. This looked very similar for 1 second. Okay, let's see what I said over a year ago, April 26, 2001.
Ah, we've got it. So we're caching it. Boom. Raid coffin. Bam!
Oh!
Holy crap. Okay, so that all
Oh,
together.
okay. Well, that's what happened a year ago. Let's hope that that happens this time. I don't even know, guys. Let's get out of that. Okay. I don't know if I still had that set to where you guys could see all that. Just gonna be honest. Sometimes I'm best, sometimes I'm not. Okay. So this went well a year ago. I didn't know how well. So you guys ready to get a global today? I don't know how long I killed these guys for either. So let's kill them for a little bit longer because I didn't realize we did so well in this. By the way, I hope you're all having a kick-butt day. So then I'm going to also show you how to get out of this because honestly, I don't know how I found out how to get out of it before I had a video on it. Good thing I have done this before. I bet I actually probably messaged Raven Jade and that probably asked her, hey, how do I get out of here? But I'm going to show you guys today because let's get ourselves at least to like, what do you guys think? We'll kill this group through and then we'll take our global, okay? Nah, I really think we should actually kill to at least 200 or to 2,000, 20,000, whatever it is. These girls hit hard, by the way. When it tells us we're done with the kill through, like when it does the beepy thing where we'd had to hit that grave to get another load of guys, that's when we'll cash this dungeon in. Honestly, it's not really the most intuitive dungeon for cash in. Like, and then we're gonna move on to other things. Okay, so to cash this in, right, we're gonna heal ourselves first because I don't know if instances count things the same, you know. We're gonna walk up to quit. That tells it we're gonna quit. Then we're gonna walk up and we have so much time to raid the coffin. Boom! We just got a global. Nice. Right? You guys like that? You guys want to see what we got? Okay. I thought you did. So now this is a player-owned shop, player-owned dungeon that is unprovable. So are all these other, the Wasted Rockstar, blah blah blah. Now, not all of them have bought their stuff. Not all of them actually have their key up and going or anything. But I think you get what I'm saying, right? Now, do you think that's a little bit better than maybe some of the other ones? Yeah, I'd say so. I'm gonna take you to this shop. This is something you guys gotta know. Now, outside of Rockmart, this shop right here, this is Souls. Let's find out. Solon. This guy is an expert on this game for sure. Not even a joke. And he also owns some other stuff, but this is his fancy shop. I think you guys will like this. It is stacked. Hold on, gonna have to wait a second. This place isn't messing around. So I have a small booth, but this is a actual like, hey, whoa, I'm not trying to buy stuff. I'm not saying I wouldn't, because there's some good stuff in here. Um, Obviously, you got a variety of things. This isn't one of the, I mean, this isn't the only shop, obviously, but you know, it is a good one. There's mobs there too, but we'll deal with that stuff in a second. Oh, let's see what we got. I'm sorry about that, you guys. That was really rude. So we didn't get a full one. I should have stayed in there and fought longer. See, if we got enough rounds of that, we would have got a more full of one of these. And that's why you don't want to quit too short. Look at this. This is a beast, though. I might use this even though I'm barely qualified. I mean, I don't get full benefit of it, but I'm within its learning period. I actually might use this weapon for a little bit, guys. Then what else did we get? Clothing of some kind, right? Guys, what did we get? Did you guys pay attention? Because I'm bad. Oh, some kind of chainsaw gas cap. It must be for making something. I don't know anything about that, guys. So, let's go to another instance. We're going to be doing some instances. If you guys were wondering, yeah, instances are going to happen. So I'm going to take you to another player-owned instance. Boom. By the way, if one of you guys want to throw me the, hey, Rockmart's location is right over there, tell me. I'll gladly shoot us there too real quick. Make sure that this guy doesn't have a advertisement for Rockmart somewhere. This is also a great area to kill zombies and such. We're going to be killing some zombies later anyway. Don't know who owns this billboard. Billboards are an amazing, cheap way in some cases to get an entry-level shop. So, these are what I was talking about with the 1, 2, and 3. Camp Crunk 1 is owned, 2 is not, 3 is not. They're all different instances. We can look at that right now, actually. I'm going to make sure that we actually are looking at what I'm looking at. Now let's look at this. Where are... I have to find not lands. Used to be under deeds and upgrades, but I don't see deeds and upgrades listed the same way. Oh, by the way, these are all tiers of other special items and stuff you can buy into your things. This is why I'm like, no. They did a really good job on the lands. Oh. This is still for sale at the D-Block Mafia. This is an instance, or these guys are for your instance. Mobs, lands, keys, blueprints. So here's some of the instances still. You guys, let's buy this. Okay, and it'll tell us what they are. And I don't know which ones are owned and which ones aren't. Obviously, all the Wasted Rockstar ones are bought out. The bar fight might be open. Honestly, guys, somebody owns one of these Grand Theft Auto ones. And obviously, this Cap Prink 1 is owned already. It's clothing. This one's core is decoration. Of course, you can buy stuff into it. And this number 3, its core. Oh, maybe it's the cloth crate one. Well, let's go do it. But you see what I'm saying, guys? By the way, I would really like to own one of these. The castle ones, but that's 50 million, guys. 50 million. How are we going to do it? Do you guys have a way we could do that? I'm not joking about this. I mean, how you guys see what I'm telling you guys? This is a profound thing that they did better. And let me grab a Camp Crunk key. Or we don't have to actually run a Camp Crunk key. Here's the keys for it. Obviously, I actually don't need any of the clothing and stuff like that from it. It is some neat stuff. There's a key right there. His keys look to be actually full, so you don't have to, no, you'd have to repair that. So it's 80 pad plus a markup. I don't know what they have loaded in that one currently, so I'm not going to tell you guys, hey, you know, anything basically on that, because I don't know. We're going to shoot to noobs, noobs, noobs. We're going to do some more fun. Besides the... I know, right? Guys, hold on one second. I just skate like this real quick. By the way, you can PvP people behind that gas station. Great place to kill people. Sorry about that. I've got to dodge that thug. I don't know how we're always getting chased by people that want to kill us. Sorry about that, you guys. Just double checking this. This is the Chelsea. Honestly, guys, I wish I remembered which place Rockmart was in. It might be this hotel right down here for all I know, but I doubt it. And so I don't want to tell you I know. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to jump on looking at some more instances. The following instances will not be player owned, and they will be partially some of my complaints about this game. As in, like, they haven't fixed the mines. Mines is an instance, it should be fixed. I don't know how it isn't fixed, but it isn't. And so that would probably be good if they would fix the mines. But besides that, you know, I just want to check, make sure I'm not discounting this build and making assumption that this isn't the right place. Does it look like I just put myself on the odd end of the wrong wall? Yes. Sound like there's some creature on the other side of this one to eat stuff. Yeah. This is looking good. Oh, are we on the roof of this place too? This might be the Rockmart place, but I doubt it. For some reason, I thought Rockmart's building was 2 stories. I'm waiting for that little elevator thing to pop. And I have to really hope it actually appears, or I'll just be teleporting by physical means of teleporting. Do you guys feel we're being messed with? Okay, well that kind of glitch could be fixed any day they want to. Just saying. This is why we teleport so many times. So guys, can I tell you one of the greatest things in this game you can ever get yourself? Is a teleporter chip. You're in a weird situation, you're stuck somewhere, you're annoyed at something, teleport away. There's too many apartments on this planet. It's hard to know which one's that rock marble, you know what I mean? Basically, it's a really good marketplace. That's where I was trying to show you. It's an apartment. It's well done. It's one of the other areas that they actually did a better job. This pawn shop layout and stuff like that's kind of neat too, but I mean, like, honestly, I don't know. Did we complete some kind of mission that I don't know about? Okay, well, let's grab this. Okay, so these are instance keys. They're how we're gonna do the instance. You can just make them. I showed you guys at the beginning. They're pretty easy to make too, guys. I'm stacking them all the way up so they're repairable, so you don't even have to make them like full. And I'll show you how easy this is. So let's go to lockpicks. Each series of lockpick is a different tier of boss, like mobs of the same kind. So if we were to say we wanted to make 10 of these, it doesn't matter if we put anything into them or not, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is they're all repairable in the repair terminal. And so it's like, and so they do get increasingly expensive to win. They get ridiculously harder. Like the difference between a tier 1 key and a tier 2 key of any kind and a tier 3 just does really jump more than you would believe. And I'll show you, and it's worse than that for other things. So we'll look at that. I mean, obviously, so they're not that hard to make. They don't take a lot of stuff. We pop them out like that, right? So if you go and you look at these, they progress all the way up. Then if you look, these are also on Rocktopia. These hell keys. So hell keys, right? This hell 1 key automatically starts not messing around. I'm going to tell you, I've never done a hell 3 key, but I'm going to let you know, I can already guess that it would not be a funny thing, and in all honesty, I don't have anything above the ability to probably craft this one right here. Now, the other instances, and this one is serious as crap too, is hack codes. Now, hack codes, they're not that easy to get. A hack code, I tried a hack code mission one time long ago. Whoa, was it was serious. Here's the good thing about these keys. These are keys for a different planet, guys. They allow you to do the mission as a group or individual. Okay? And so we're going to start with the easy keys, right? I'm going to go around the corner. Now, part of these, like, you've got the booty raid, and you've got this, like, safe raid, and those are all easy. And by the way, like, we'll get our money back out of the key. The key, like, literally goes into the pool for stuff. Let me fly over here. Also, they did a great job on the urbanness of their place. So we go right here, right? I'm gonna have to kill some guys real quick, but it'll be okay. I don't want to overkill them by throwing a 7th level pyro chip ball at them. Kind of seemed like it might have been a... Okay, we're gonna ignore that girl. I mean, beef. Seriously, people. You know what? Sorry, guys. I switch between games, and sometimes it throws me off. So one of these doors is for the team. One of the doors is for the individual. Let me check. Blah, blah, blah. It will always let you know if, and watch this. Now, if I'm in the team, must be in team. So the same key. Only the leader has to have a key, and it's the first person that enters. So I have a bunch of keys you saw, right? So on Monday, I am no crap. Anybody that wants to be here, that wants to hang out and open keys, any of these raids, we can just do that. Tomorrow, after this stream, I have to fly back to a mothership, drop off prizes for people. Also, a whole list of other stuff over on near Arcadia. So we've planted the explosives. Boom, boom. Then, oh, let's kill these guys faster. Let's run over. Sorry, guys, I gotta look over things. I moved things the other day. So remember the part where I said... Oh, no, I know the dungeons here anymore. So the one that's super bugged is the mine, and I already explained to people about that. And I'll walk you guys through this. I don't get caught in a bug on these. I even will walk you through all but the mine. Because I don't control my abilities, are not able to overrun what happens within the mine is what happens is an invisible barrier prevents you from being able to claim the prize at the end. This one doesn't have an invisible barrier that does that. I forgot that we don't actually need a thing. I'll show you. And I know about a bunch of the other tricks with the other ones. I've done this pretty aggressive. Yeah. So there's big issues with some. This is one of the things I'm saying that. So they did amazing jobs on some of the stuff, and they literally if. So Rocktopia is a mixed bag, right? If they would just codex it and fix the bugs, actively have events of any kind, this would be one of the top planets, if not competitively like the top planet. I love Cyrene too because it's like the planet that can give you power and stuff basically in a weird way. And I'm not dissing the other planets. I actually like all the planets. But I'm saying for player opportunity, what they did with the player-owned estates, player-owned instances, is profoundly one up on all the other planets. And that's not a, hey, I'm being a jerk. That's just like, if you look at it, where is that opportunity? Not a single one of the land pieces on in Calypso, which those guys paid a crap load of money for, right? Nobody offered to let them have some kind of apartment building, which I'm not saying that they have to, so this isn't me being a jerk. But an apartment building or a building put there for an instance, or the ability to pay to maybe even just upgrade a cave that happens to be on your property. And so the fact that they have that store is not just a little thing. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking like, well, this literally only affects, we don't have to destroy that, by the way, guys. That is one of the glitches, the items that block items and stuff like that. It's always an issue. So here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to move around that. And it's why in almost all instances, you want to make sure to try to stay more in the middle. That's on Arcadia too, by the way. I went through instances that I was like, what the crap is the issue here? See, now stuff is loading weird. We're gonna get a bunch of robot parts for this, by the way, you guys. It's been there. Not enough, though. Guys, we gotta kill this side room first, I forgot. Yeah, I had to know what I'm doing here. Not that much, though, guys. Am I overweight somehow? Yeah, no, we have good fights, bro. Watch. We're gonna have a global each time we finish one of these instances. Like we already had a global with the vampire tome instance. We're gonna come in here. I'm gonna show you guys how this works. Watch this. So this is the end of this, and watch, we're gonna get a global right here. And this would be the same as if we were in a group, but whoever claims the thing at the end gets the global, guys. Yeah, these are lock picks. I already did the vampire den though, which is the one that Raven Jade owns. I literally don't like to do too many of the player-owned ones in a day because they are more costly to me, to be honest. Okay, so here, as soon as we kill her, we have to break the glass, raid this, boom, all that stuff. Then, oh crap, we're slowed down. No, guys, we wanted to get out of here before the cops get here. Bang. See how I didn't get killed? So you want to actually make it down the hall. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, but we just got all that stuff. Are we overweight? This is new. Guys, you used to not, this isn't how it exited a long time ago. Okay. We're gonna probably have to get rid of some of this stuff. Holy crap. Okay. So they just changed the crib exit. This is also, I believe, player owned too. But and this could be one of the ones that's in that player owned list that we showed. Second. I don't remember if Billy's Bar. By the way, Billy's Bar you used to be able to exploit. And I'm not trying to be mean. But so in Hunt the Thing, there's little like an M16 type weapon. This is the pop shop. This is for sale still, I believe. This one in that list. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to go this way. We're too heavy. And I want to do the other instances, but I don't want to be overweight. And you'll see why, because that's the shortest one of them. Be honest there. Not sure what happened there, but they took away our skateboard out of nowhere. Okay, we're almost to the club. That's where there's a mission to kill dudes behind there, ambush them, and basically murder them. It works out pretty good because usually you can see somebody else that's trying to ambush and murder people back there too, and you can kind of make an agreement that you're gonna like kill each other in some cases and stuff like that. Hold on, sorry guys, did get overloaded. I apologize. I kind of thought that might happen. I'm gonna get a lot of that stuff off us. Okay, now we're fine. Okay, let's do this real quick. Next instance. I'm not sure what I just repaired all. Maybe it was all my stuff, maybe not. Okay, so weirdly enough, next instance we're going to be able to do. And the hard one is always the zombie sewers. And remember that each one of these has 10 different ones. So there's instant 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, all the way up to 10 for every single one. That glowy dude's going to want to pick a fight with us, but not happening. We're probably going to have to kill everybody that's chasing us in a second, just to be honest. Okay, so right here's a different one. Pretty sure this is the crib raid. This is also a relative easy one. It's a little bit bigger. Oh, that guy was not involved. I just zapped him for no reason, to be honest, guys. That's what happens when you're just toggling buttons. Okay, good. I don't know how I feel about it. I wish that either Never Die would sell the planet or just come back and be an active player. It's such a good planet. Okay, so watch this. You've got crib raid, group, non-group. It's the exact same key either way. See, boom. This one will just tell us we must be in a team. We're gonna go in here, and I'm gonna tell you the other thing that they messed up. The glare in the sewers in these sucks. I've probably, and I don't know. Honestly, I think that maybe everybody should try some kind of soft campaign. I'm gonna tell you that I checked because I checked for the banana thing for the store to make sure it was still working. Literally, it still works. The guy from the Planet Manager group will get back a hold of you on stuff. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get back a hold of me on the post upgrade to Unreal 5. So we're going to plant our explosives. And then we're going to get locked there somehow because... Oh good, we'll just kill that guy. No, he didn't, but you know what sometimes has to happen here? I might have to T-death here. Because the fact that it's not letting us move. I didn't move away from the door in time. So we're gonna check to see, oh, there. I hate on these narrow passageways when you get stuck though. Yeah, see how we're stuck? Okay. Pretty sure they won't let us do that. Okay, so we're gonna see if it'll teleport or death us and not kick us out of the dungeon. I don't know if it's gonna or not. I'm gonna just be honest with you because these guys seem like they're all coming for us though. It's okay. What? Oh, I agree. No, I think that, yeah, I think that the taxes in some areas are too high. I also think that they need to just go through and smooth the bugs on everything, make the actual mobs less passive. They're not, they just sit there in some of the things like in the vampire one that we did earlier. I don't know, that's too stagnant. I think that that one passage should open up. Okay, watch. Okay, see. Okay. So we just appeared there. So if you get caught in a glitch, guys, just unglitch yourself that way. I think there are a lot of taxes on this planet too, though. But the opportunity and the other things like the estates, the player to own instances and stuff like that, that's what I think they did a better job on. On top of that, it has a consistent motif. Like, it's not just a like, oh, we kind of had a plot. Like, you can kind of tell what the idea behind Rocktopia was when you're playing Rocktopia. Whoa, these guys are trying to stop us. It's not confusing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the other places are confusing, but they're not as well built out by far. Like, this is better built out. The urban areas are better built out. The amount of instances is better built out. Um, Overall, the amount of player opportunities, they're done better. The only thing that I think is annoying about those little fancy estate, which I do think are the best stores you could probably ever get, is none of the big places like that allow you to put a vehicle on display. And so Rocktopia has some of the fanciest vehicle blueprints, right? But their own stores, say I made one of those PRX Pirates, which is a little sports car, even if I customized it, I couldn't put it on display anymore. And that's a major purchase, and you can't display vehicles in any of the like stores. That doesn't even make any sense, even for this place especially, because Rocktopia is super built around vehicles. Like, there's so many fancy Rocktopia vehicles that because they don't fix everything, don't even exist. There's even a speedback, like a little like fast, really bike that nobody has because you need a material out of a specific instance that's really hard, and it may or may not work. You know what I'm saying? No, we have a little bit. I really do like this planet. I want it actively managed by somebody that super cares about it, though. And in all honesty, I wish all the planet people would get together and figure out, like, how they make their stuff unique while incorporating what was done right on each other's planets. Because Tulin has amazing stuff, too. I mean, I don't want them to copy each other. They should all, like, find unique ways to bring their own stuff. But the level of quality between the different places shouldn't be so profound. Like the shops on this planet, if you could get one of the estates that's on this planet, right? Say, oh, good for them. If they're already helping each other in some way, they should. All these planets should help each other. It's ridiculous not to. It'll make retention better because when somebody gets bored of your planet and just needs a break, there's still good stuff on somebody else's planet. Because no matter how much I love a planet, I ditch a planet every little bit, and sometimes it's not a year till I get back. And if every other planet sucked, I might just blow the game off. I mean, I'm not gonna, but I'm just saying, make all the planets not suck. And they don't suck. I'm not that. Sometimes I think what I say is harsh, and I'm not meaning it that way. I'm just saying that there are very good attributes that could be incorporated from each other's stuff. And the overall quality of the game. And I think that it would be nice if we put a suck in for 2020. I'm honestly not too impressed with the universe right now. I mean, the universe is really cool. It kicks butt. Other stuff is complicated in the world. Today, my mustache and nose is itching like crazy. I did gardening yesterday. And now I suffer. It's okay. And then let's start talking about how we buy that blimp one, guys. I mean, maybe not me even, but if one of you guys was legit serious about buying one of these things, and you happen to have some, I would have some too, and I would start saving up, right? And then what would happen is, maybe we contact them and get a custom item into your thing. And you don't be brutal with the price tag on all your keys to get into your instance. But can I tell you, have you noticed how there's not a single video on that blimp instance, the dirigible one? It's because nobody owns it. We should own it. One of you guys should own it. I mean, I don't have the money, but I'll contribute bananas. I mean, like, I've got a bunch, not millions. Let's look at that. When we beat this one, we'll look at the dirigible instance, and then I'll go show you it after we beat the one we can't get into because nobody owns the key. So, I don't know if that affects anything, but I always roll the dice. Sorry guys, it does take a second to blast through all these guys. Which one? Do you know which one he owns and wants to sell? I gotta grab a Kleenex though. Honestly, that's not the worst price I've heard. Um, is it the gas station one? We can just go to the instances. Yeah, that good question. So that's not as much as I would think. That's in. So anybody want to buy that? I will literally help drop some stuff. So that's insane. So let's see. Anybody the Unicate? I don't know what a Unicate is. I don't know if I know him. So that's that's $2,000. That's way cheap. Yeah, no, they're. By the way, these ladies are gonna come alive in 1 second. They're just waiting for me to go into that other room. And here's the deal. So check this out. This room right here, when we come back out, one of these girls is actually going to be a tameable version of these guys. You have to know that about it. Um, you're not going to have revenue on one of these unless you spend extra money to upgrade the stuff into it. And in all honesty, the amount of revenue that would have had to been there for $20,000 investment would be a massive one. I mean that was a little high, just to be honest. I wouldn't pay 20K for one. I don't have the money to anyway, but even if I did, I would be like, the return on that is not going to be there. So we come up here, we do the gangster phones tapping thing. Oh, oh, okay. I would like to own one. I mean, I don't, but I would like to know that it was going to be serviced correctly and in a timely manner. Oh, well, if they can't upgrade them, that's poop. So, a planet needs to take what they did here and actually have the resources to do it properly. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if your sock could own an instance in a land area and continue to buy new mobs for it and buy new items for it? That's a huge freaking deal. And it's a huge deal for a landowner too. I actually think that this is like one of the best things. I mean, I really like the the whole like shops, the apartments and stuff like that on this planet too. So I'm not like, hey, that's the only thing is this, but yeah, I forgot. We gotta get this one. I told you this was longer. The next one's even longer, guys. And it's serious. But by watching me, if you ever come to do this, you will not get messed over. Because I'm going to let you know the first time I ever did the subway, I quit after a ton of PED because I couldn't, I was just like, WTF, this is horrible. Not a good experience. Now I know how to do it. It's like, okay, we're almost there. A lot of dudes though with this instance. We'll get another global of this too, by the way. And they give you 4 hours. I mean, could take you that long. Oh no, I think it's risky. I want the other planets to take the stuff. There's nothing that says the other planets 100% cannot sit there and create the same basic concept where on like next island you have like a fishing bungalow that has its own instance or mob that can be summoned off of the coast, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on here. I shouldn't be able to open that yet. I should have to blow this door first. They shouldn't even be telling me to open that yet. Then we come around here. There's a small sewer section, but it's nothing like the actual subways. But I do agree, currently, I don't know if it's risky necessarily, like, but it definitely is its own WTF system right now. It's like not a good situation. Because they had such a freaking good idea here, you know, like the whole concept and overall thing with Rocktopia. It's well done. The blueprints are well done. The instances need just fixed, flat out. The idea of upgradable player-owned instances is absolutely genius. Like if I owned a land area, I would want to be able to put one of the buildings on my, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't I put a bar on my land? I don't own a land area, for the record, you guys. But if I owned a land area, say I owned Royal or something like that, and I wanted to buy in an apartment building in which the apartment building was going to have, I always break the glass, guys, have an instance in its own apartment, right? I should be able to do that. And that instance in that apartment building should be upgradable. Like the idea of owning upgradable stuff, they should literally go with it being upgradable. I should be able to write them and be like, hey, I want, say, what is it? The Opal. Say you want a version of the Opal that's a limited version that happens to, sorry, I gotta break this glass real quick. That happens to be plasma. If I want to drop money to buy that as a rare drop inside of my dungeon, I should be able to. You know what I'm saying? That would be a good thing. I'm gonna have to kill these zombies too in a second, but they're being annoying. So. Okay, back to the zombies. So now for a second we kill zombies. There's a fence there, and this is another thing. There's issues with all of the subway stuff that I don't like. Like there's a fence here, that's why they can't get me. So we have to jump the fence. That doesn't exist. It will exist sometimes, just so you know. And this is why I don't do the mine mission with the werewolves. Because there's glitches in there that I don't know how to defeat the glitch. And the glitch has burned me once in a way that I'm like, nah, I will not do that crap again. I did contact MindArc. The problem is I spent a really long time in there and they credited me back TT value. Now remember when I told you guys about the glare situation and how the glare situation is ridiculous in here? This is what I was talking about. That's annoying. They should fix that. It's okay. I think that they were trying to pretend there's night vision or fog. I don't know. Hey Bella, how you doing? And so, but this is annoying. The night vision or fog or whatever conceptually they thought they were doing there. I don't like it. The player-owned instances, I do like. You know what I mean? This is not player-owned, by the way. This is. They should sell this to me though, or actually they should sell the other one. Well, I don't know. I hope so. I'm hoping that when they go to EU5 that somebody buckles down and is like, hey, all the planets are a real business, maybe we should treat them like a real business. But I actually want them to add space as its own area, like its own actual independent economic venture. Dude, if I don't have the kind of money to do that. I wish. Guys, I'll be honest. Like, if I had the money to buy something like Rocktopia and honestly the competency to carry it out. Oh, well that's too bad because I really want them to fix space. A lot, but that's cool. They've got a lot of stuff to work on. You know what I'm saying? But no, I would own this if I had the competent ability to manage it properly too. I wouldn't just buy something that I don't actually have the expertise or the ability. You'd have to have a good amount of money. For me, this would involve having to hire an entirely competent staff because the only thing I would be able to provide is some kind of conceptual, hey, I think this would be cool. Hey, I don't like how this plays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna, I think this one we get a little bit of banana stuff. Oh, good to know. Is the CEO guy pretty nice though? I didn't go to that thingy majiggy. I want to now. I wish I would have. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get this guy. We're almost through this one. I don't like how long it takes sometimes for mobs to realize they're hitting at you. That annoys me always. Well, they need to make a LAN event in Las Vegas. I'm in on this. I want to be involved. I want to go. I like Vegas. Let's do it. LAN event in Las Vegas. Why can't we? Would Mindark hook us up and sponsor us, maybe? See, if that was how it was, it wouldn't be so bad. You see how this is inconsistent and sometimes? We need to find out who all wants to organize a LAN event in Las Vegas. I live in Colorado, so Las Vegas is like way close and a totally reasonable decision if anybody wanted to actually say that they were doing that. I like this idea. Who all lives in the US that would do a LAN in Las Vegas? That seems like something that would be popular. You know what I'm saying? To me it seems like it would be. I had a Kleenex and then I lost it, guys. I'm sorry. I miss sometimes. Okay, we gotta find out who Jack is. I'm gonna find out who he is. I'm gonna grab a Kleenex too. Yeah, I gotta find out who Jack is now. I live near enough that I care about this. I mean, I care about it anyway. I just didn't have the ability to travel over to the land over in Europe, and so, but I actually think that there's a whole bunch of American players, and so that would be super cool. I probably should heal myself at one point during this adventure. Okay. I really love gardening, I'm gonna tell you guys, but I have allergies. And so it's like I'm in love with something that does not quite love me in the same way. That's why I like Entropia some days. I'm just teasing. This game loves me. It's an amazing game. Does Jake stream? I feel like I'm a Jake stalker now. I don't even know Jake. I'm trying to figure out who's Jake. Okay. It's rough. Cause like that's all good stuff, and then you're freaking allergic to it, and you're like, oh my freaking god. Yeah. So I want to find out who Jake is, cause I'm 1,000,000%. Um, I feel that I would go to Vegas. I would even road trip with people. I probably shouldn't say that. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Is road tripping still done? Is that a safe thing anymore? I don't even know. I would go to Vegas though in a heartbeat. It's a pretty fun place. And I don't even like go clubbing in Vegas, obviously, right? I don't look like I would do well at clubbing in Vegas, probably. I'm not the right cup of tea for Vegas clubbing. You gotta be like seriously there to do some partying. And I'm more of a walk the strip a little bit and go to Margaritaville. I like that. I like Margaritaville. I like Treasure Island a lot. That's a fun place. And I like walking around all the neat places there, especially in that underground area in Vegas, where like they have basically it looks like a Greek place. I really love that place. I don't even know what it's called, but I think it's pretty as heck. Okay. Do you know Win is he owns tons of stuff. That guy. We need to get Win to start playing Entropia. That's what we need to do. Now you guys. Now I'm thinking, maybe we recruit us a multi-billionaire to buy Rocktopia. Anybody know any I'm bored multi-billionaires looking for a hobby? I don't personally know any. I wish I did. Think Elon Musk is bored right now? I feel Elon would bring a lot to this game. We should just give him a free avatar. Like, hook him up with everything. I mean, not everything, obviously, but hook him up. He'd have this game being played in people's brains in like a year. That guy cracks me up. I like him. Well, they have a Tesla pod. That's the funny part. Is there is a Tesla pod on Calypso that's an actual cool mob. And it does electric damage. Which is fitting. one way to get a lot of your zombie kills, by the way. But we might be even getting some of these, I don't know. Oh yeah, we're getting graduation kills on this, guys. Boot Camp 5. Okay, so this is kind of weird. And if you don't know, you get confused and you think, yeah, maybe I go that way. But no, it's this way. I don't know, maybe you guys weren't confused. Sometimes it's really glary and you have a hard time seeing what you're doing in here. Obviously, these mobs are having issues. Hold on, I gotta get him hitting this. Is there actually somebody that is a rich multi-millionaire even that's kind of a gamer that would even be like, hey, I would buy Rocktopia? We're almost there, guys. And it's the same thing. If you do this right, you don't get killed by the SWAT team. I'm not saying I'm going to do it right and not get killed by the SWAT team, but I'm going to attempt to do it right. And maybe we get killed by the SWAT team anyway. If I were a billionaire, I would buy Rocktopia. But I would be buying all kinds of crap out of the game. Like, I wouldn't even mess around. But then I would legit expect to have some kind of major influence on the game as an overall thing, too. If I bought up a bunch of stuff. And I don't know if they like that stuff. I do think it'd be neat to have a new world and just combine stuff, different stuff from the planets. I would have different missions though, because I think that there's different points that are invaluable than what I think some of the other groups have identified. Plus, I think that there needs to be way more social stuff. We're so close, guys. These soul shakers, they don't go towards our graduation. And we have to kill a lot of zombies, guys. Zombies give bananas, by the way. You just gotta be hunting the right zombies. Oh yeah, they throw a grenade, but it's not very powerful, and if you have any kind of armor, you're fine. And even if you don't have armor, you're fine. Does almost no damage. It's like the worst grenade in history. Maybe it's supposed to be just a flashbang, I don't know. But it's not very impressive. I would like conceptually to build a new world. I think that would be so much fun. That would be like one of the coolest projects you could work on. Is a ground floor, hey, this is what the motif's gonna be. This is what the like minimum requirements are for just having quality instead of, I don't know, instead of just another junk thing. Actually make sure things are at a higher level. By the way, we're going to be pulling another global right here any second now. When you have allergies and a mustache, it's brutal, guys, brutal. think there's like 2 or 3 more rooms, maybe. Thought that there was a beer room, to be honest. So there's maybe another couple rooms. This will be a nice little global though, likely. And these are all the level 1 key. And so like if we grab the level 3 key, imagine these guys are like level 6 or some crap like that. Yeah, now we're getting there. We have a, I don't know, sometimes the Avalanche is a good hockey team for sure. And sometimes I don't follow it as much. I went to an Avalanche game. It was a little wild. I actually had not been to a live hockey game before. Maybe I went to one that was a little wilder than normal, but it was a little wild. There were definitely more fights in the crowd than I realized happened in the crowd. And I don't know if everybody was like came like they were feeling like they were froggy that day. I didn't get any confrontations. But I watched fight after fight start up around, and I was like, oh, um, holy crap. These people, I'm not that big a fan that I'm wanting to beat anybody up over any of that stuff. So, to me, but it was very, um, remind me of a WWE Coliseum almost, honestly. It was a really good hockey match too, but holy crap, the audience was actually more out of control in my opinion than the guys on the ice. Like it was wild. Okay, so in this room, I'm gonna switch over to this rifle, and here's why. I'm gonna break all this glass. I know you guys are loving the glass breaking. These guys are all wanting to shoot me. Okay, so here's how this works. When we kill all these guys, that other door's gonna open. And what happens is we have seconds to run in the office and grab the item, right? When we grab the item, the second we grab the item, we only have seconds then to get out the door or out the way before the SWAT team comes in and kills us. Does that make sense? And so basically we get everybody kind of ready to die. You know the hockey game was so good though too, and I was like not sure what the crap was, the rest of it though. Like I'm gonna tell you, it was wild. Great hockey game. They give a lot more T-shirts and stuff away than I would have thought. Like they were like there was a lot of stuff given away during that. You would have thought people would have been happy. Really good hockey game, tons of stuff being given away. Nah, they were all about wanting to beat each other. That was so strange. I don't even remember who they were playing. Maybe they were playing some like major rival or something. But it was a good match. Like those guys are definitely really skilled at that. Okay, watch this. See, 30 seconds. So we go like that. Break glass. Take our thing. Now, literally, we run like crap. Go like this. And boom, we're safe. If you stay in that room, they'll kill you. They're just going to come in and beat you to death right there. So it's that easy, right? Okay, so that's the crib raid. That's fun, right? You guys are like, oh, that's an awesome little raid. Now watch this stuff. I can show you another reason this area is fun. Do you guys know about where they sweat here? Yeah, you can see who owns an instance. 100% you can. In fact, we should watch. So the next instance we're going to is right over there, but I'll show you this instance. And I've never played it because I don't know who owns it or where they're selling the key, personally. But this is one of the instances that when I was here trying to save up bananas to get an instance, this was not sold yet. Somebody did buy it. By the way, this is also a great place for, what you call it, sweating and using Slim Jims to break into stuff. Like, so this is Bozo's Chop Shop. It is one of the instance areas. Um, we'd have to figure out where the control terminal is for it. And we can find out who owns it. Pretty sure this will tell us we'd have to have a key. Yep, Bozo lockpick to go into that instance. Sorry, guys. I somehow got one of my fingers caught on. Okay, so now let's try to find the control terminal for this facility. Where is the control terminal for this building? Honestly, I'm not sure where the control terminal on this one. On Jade's one, it's at the front of her store. On this one, doesn't seem to be up here. Where did they place the control terminals for these? Guys, I'll be honest, I don't know on these how you find out who owns the current one. This is a break-inable car, though. Which kind of shocks me because what if I want to try to buy this? So let's look around and see if that's... Nah, I don't see an owner terminal. I know that this is an owned instance. I know that this is here. Let's pull this up. We'll look at it because why not, right? So let's drop game capture for 1 second. Pull up this. So this is the one I kind of wanted to have, guys. This is way too expensive, right? This Zeppelin instance, but where is it? The gas station, Bozo's gas station, and this armory instance. Look at that, 15 million, 10 million. I don't know. I don't know who owns it, but it's one of the ownable instances. This is my biggest thing is the idea that you can put an instance or get an instance as a player, and then have the ability to buy other stuff for it, like, hey, I would like to get a shotgun loaded in the loot pool or any of this other stuff. I absolutely don't see why they aren't all up about that. And these mobs being buyable for your instance, look at this stuff. Don't you think that this is actually a really good idea to be able to like, hey, I would like to buy a mid-level boss or a this or a that right into my instance? I mean, I don't own one, but I think you guys see what I'm saying. I think that that as an overall, hey, this is an idea, is a profoundly better idea than how they're setting up some of the others. By the way, all these people right around here, they're all sweating haters around the corner for sweat because haters are really good at sweat, actually. Oh, bananas are from specific instances and certain mobs. Like the zombies drop bananas. Some of the stuff that's associated with the Donkey stuff, Kong stuff drops bananas. We're about to go to the subway. So, yeah, I hate allergies. They're pissing me off today. So this is the subway, guys. So, now remember I told you that there's 10 keys for each one of these instances, including the mine that we're not doing, because we're not going to risk not being able to do the instance. I'm going to come in here. This is going to be much, much more intense zombie wise. Um, it's going to be pretty much all zombies. I want to make sure that we had the right one. Now, on Monday, if any of you guys are wanting to be on Rocktopia, I have all these keys, and I legit am willing to just sit there running instances with you guys on and off stream because I'm only going to stream for a couple hours. But in all honesty, I'm willing to just kill zombies and do instances for more than that. And I will even make a higher level key if we have enough people. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you guys this one. This one's more serious. So this is not a player-owned instance, but we'll go back and we'll look at some of the other areas where the player-owned instances are and stuff afterwards. Plus, we'll kill somebody. I mean, I'll show you one of my favorite parts. The PvP area in this planet is hilariously a good PvP area, and I'm not trying to be mean. So here's the deal. This is absolutely a well done instance. I hate the glare in the instance. I think it's ridiculous. It's absolutely doesn't make sense. It's going to be a lot of part of the sewer part. We're going to be looking like we can't even see what's going on. I don't like that part about it. At the end, you have to be legitimately careful that you don't just run too excitedly and hit this one thing and go into a pool of water. Right here, we're about to get dumped. So the reason that they're dumping is because they're about to start a flushing cycle inside this place in which, of course, there's zombies approaching from somewhere. We gotta get out of here real quick. Okay, zombies right there. There's a barrel, you know, stuff like that. So I'm gonna grab our stuff. These are 5th level. So if we were in a 2, they'd probably be like 10th level, you know, and up. And so every time you go up in a higher level, and by the way, the location of the entrance of each instance is a different entrance. This is going to be an insane amount of zombie killing right here. Not even funny. It is much easier to do with other people. Like this is, and by the way, I think it's like the outlaw zombies, um, and above drop mostly bananas, and it's over in that Zombhanton areas where I hunt them mostly. And there's probably other creatures that also drop bananas, but the majority of my bananas that I harvested, they were off of the Zombhanton woods. Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys, and this is not going to look horrible when I do it, even though it's going to look horrible. The first time I ever tried to do this one, I legit gave up. Okay, so here's the deal. This is a maze, and it's not a joke maze. And maybe you guys will be like, oh, no, that looks easy. So in D&D, in Dungeoneering, you learn this trick to where if you take all of a specific direction turn, you'll either work your way around or you'll end up in recognizable loops. But if you're just picking and choosing and being like, well, left this turn, right this turn, it's really easy to get lost. So I'm going to be using all right hand turns, except in like one spot in which we're going to have a moment in which we might realize that we're coming around a corner more than one time. There's going to be tons and tons of zombies, and we're going to go down some dead end areas. I think about 2 or 3 of them. That's just an ambush. All in all, this won't take me a really long time, but it won't be like ridiculously fast either. I mean, like, it'll take us a second. We don't want to get turned around, but if we do get turned around, we're going to hope to God we can figure it out. So, it's not horrible, by the way. This is a doable dungeon. Now, here's the deal. There are little interchange rooms. The more time you spend in them, the more hordes of zombies will come. I know, right? That's an issue. So you can really rack up a lot of zombie kills here. Let's put it down here. This seems to be like the best position for us to have it without it being annoying at us. Oh, no, I have not. Yeah, I'll go with that, bro. I don't know what gamma is. Thank you, by the way, Bubba. That was very handy. What is gamma supposed to be representing in this game? Is this gamma radiation? Mainly. That is a big help. Everybody, if you're in this, lower your gamma. I don't know what they consider gamma. Maybe we should read. They tell us. Is there a fact check on this? Oh. They don't tell us. I'd have to Google that later, guys. That's a giant help though, man, because this is literally annoying for that reason. At some points you can't tell what you're doing. Yeah, no, it definitely was a giant help, guys. So legit, I think it's supposed to look just normal. Man, I hate allergies. Okay, so see how that's to be a dead end? Then we're gonna go this way. There's a lot of zombies in here. It's an impressive amount. It's much easier as a team, unless it's with a team of people that doesn't know that they can trigger more zombies. And then all of a sudden you're overwhelmed. It's a little bit, it's a bit of a beast at that point. Honestly, you could probably host a really good race in here. Like 50 ped to the first dude that gets through in a group. Because in all honesty, they're going to get hemmed up so many times in here. I'm going to also let you know this planet is one of the easiest planets to get all your PvP kills and stuff like that. And not even just being mean, I'm just saying that if you're trying to PvP, it's very easy to get your kills up here. typical average day in the sewers, right? Okay, so we only have seconds. If we're in this room too long, see how it said noise level? Watch. Noise level. If we're in there for any longer than that, it will trigger more and more zombies. And so, if you're in here with friends and stuff like that, part of the trick is to move through the room. And, you know what? I'll show you guys. I don't want it to be like, hey, well, he's saying. Which is gonna make it a bummer for me for a second, but it'll be okay. Okay, so we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna stand here. There's a lot of zombies already on us. I'm gonna violate the one rule of this place. Horde attack. Now you see how we have zombies everywhere? And it didn't just spawn like that. So now we have a whole bunch more zombies throughout this whole place. And each time we do that, it's the same thing. So we're about to get rushed. Does that make sense? So if your people are with you and they're not like kind of paying attention, they can make this place get worse and worse until it's just like what the crap is going on type thing. Does that make sense? So definitely don't just come in here with random everybody, and in all honesty, if you're in a team, don't just stand in that room. It's not a good idea. It's a really bad idea, actually. But they give you plenty of time to get through, and you can fight over here outside of that room. See how many zombies the consequences though is? And so, say you're like new, you didn't know about this place, you bought yourself a fancy key, you decide you're gonna come do this, and you only brought yourself 40-50 pet. And then you didn't know all the other little details like, oh crap, I ran out of pet. All my stuff was like jacked up. I was in here thinking, crap, lost as can be. I'm gonna just be honest. The first time I did this, I was so lost. I triggered so many hordes too. It was just an insurmountable army chasing me around the map until I finally realized that I was just not doing it. We're doing this. This is why we will not be triggering anymore though. We're gonna have to trigger enough on its own, to be honest. So many zombies, guys. And so you can imagine the level 2, level 3, blah blah blah, level 4 one. They're definitely not gonna be so easy. And so, I've done the level 3 one. Me and another dude spent 300 pet apiece getting through it in ammo. And so it was definitely a holy crap. It was really fun though, guys. It was definitely a challenge. I was like, holy crap. I hate it when a mob goes unhittable. So I also like to stay near entrances when I'm fighting, so that by the end of the fight, I'm not confused about where I'm at. Don't worry, we're not through yet. I know you guys were thinking, oh, I'll bet it's gonna be nice when he goes around the corner. There's a whole new mob group. These guys are pretty easy when they just stand there like that. I know, right? You guys thinking this place is nice and sizable? That's why I think it's one of the better done instances. Okay, so this is one of the dead ends. That we cleared. Don't worry, you'll see how that just turning right is still gonna get us through this. Okay, now we run back. Everything's clean, so it doesn't matter really. Plus we won all the XP. I guess it's not XP, but this will all credit into treasure at the end, by the way, you guys, so it doesn't really matter. The next one, it's that one we need to go to. And then you gotta be really sneaky about this. And we could get turned around. Don't worry, we're just gonna piss off a bunch in a row real quick. And this might seem, so this is empty tunnel, maybe. Okay, good. They don't mind getting pissed off. At one point we're gonna get hemmed up. Okay, we see that one. See that one. I no, it's another horde attack. Don't worry, we'll be fine. I'm gonna have to kill all these guys real quick, but we definitely want to get out of the main line, right? So we'll go this way for a second. Hold on. This is what happens when you break your own rule and you're like, hey. Okay. These guys don't want. I will kill them in a little bit. I mean. I'm gonna get us back on track with stuff. Okay, this is likely where I have to start killing Ford. I skipped a turn. Should have kept ourselves to just moving right. Now we're gonna have to battle the internal army of zombies. At least the ones directly in front of us while we move forward. Which will be a lot, because you guys saw we triggered some stuff. These guys, they're always very pissed off at us. We'll likely end up having to fight pretty much all of them, but not instantly, you know what I'm saying? So okay. I need to not have that triggered. Sorry guys. So we have to spot the flip around. They don't mind horde attacking us. Guys, this is rough today. We have to check before we just run across here. It's good old-fashioned maze, though. Oh yeah, this is new. So they're gonna be all up on us in a second, though, guys. I got off of just taking right turns, and that was a huge mistake. We'll likely have to kill our way back through there, so it won't matter though. So. Oh yeah, this looks good. This is one of them. cut it off. Watch for the double loop around, guys. Okay, we come in here. No, skip that one. That's that. Think we go this way, guys? Look over this. That's gonna go right back in there, right? At this point, we've got them spread. Woo! Okay, let's kill through this hallway. If we have to, we'll get back to the beginning and we'll just take right turns from there. I need them to be hittable though for this. The hittable part is an aggravation, but this might still seem like I'm just killing them because they pissed me off at this point, but really, in all honesty, I'm kind of just trying to decrease how many are on us. And we're gonna move through those middles more cautiously. I'm not killing them all, I'm just reducing them slightly. Obviously, there's a lot of zombies. Okay, moving on. If you're looking at how to do this, watch one of my other videos. This one I'm doing pretty dang sloppy, just to be honest, you guys. This is it. Don't even care about the heart attack. We got it. Okay, so we're good now. If we can just not get unhittable mobs. I know you guys are thinking, man, that's an impressive amount of guys blocking your way to get somewhere. Yes, it is. Let's just kill everything here, right? It's okay, we're getting there. I don't necessarily want to kill everyone we triggered, but I do necessarily kind of want to too. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot more to kill, so I don't want to get too carried away with cleaning up everything, but last two, right? Three. They need to land a hit on me. Okay, so this would be right. We all know that's not it. Let me kill this guy now. I didn't realize we had a straggler. Okay, moving on. Okay, obviously these guys are all going to want to kill us in a second too. We can look, be like, boom, boom. Look. So we're starting to fly through here. Don't worry, these guys are going to want to kill us. We only have seconds to get across this room. Okay. Those zombies will all wake up in a second, want to kill us too. Let's just kill them first, right? I agree. So like if you're sneaky about this, you could sneak by the zombies to a point and let the rest of your party have to deal with it. But each zombie that's killed goes into the end pool for treasure at the end, so it would, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, slowly. It's just gonna be a bunch of more dudes around corners, basically, for a little bit, guys. I think this might be one of our first fakes. Okay, so there's multiple fakes, right? And that's how you know you're getting towards the end. If you get to this point. See how we're going this way? And there's nobody in this hall? We're gonna get to an end point up here. As soon as we get to the end point, this whole hall is gonna generate full of dudes. I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Why would you keep going? Well, because I don't want to be the guy that thinks he's in the right tunnel, turns around too early. But from what remember, there's like two of these, and then pretty much then we have to pay attention because we're getting towards the end. We're past all the tricky parts of the maze. See, dead end right there. Now watch this. Oh, we're ambushed. So this is how when I know I'm almost out of this baby. I mean, it's still a fight from here, but we know where we are at this point, and it's on its way out. Which is always nice, right? Because obviously we have some people to shoot through. I got way dangerous with breaking my own rule and thinking I was recognizing things. It's been like a year since I've been in this dungeon, and I legit was like, oh no, I think I know where I'm going, and I tried to skip. And that's how we almost messed ourselves over. I keep on having a Kleenex and losing my Kleenex. Sorry about that, guys. We're almost through this group. I need them to not be unhittable though. Okay, on the next one when we realize, because it's coming right up, we'll just skip it. Because it's like two of these tricks in a row, by the way. There's another group of them around the corner still, because this is that big. See what I mean? They need more variations in here. They need a new mob. Not just zombies, is my honest opinion. They should sell us this. We buy a new mob in it. And buy some kind of pumped shut-off shotgun that drops for it. That's just perfect for like one-shotting these guys or two-shotting them. Okay. Whew, told you this was bigger. So you gotta weigh that stuff when you're about to go and decide to use one of your lock picks or instance keys. Like, how big is this thing? So basically, here's one thing that happened to me. I was doing these instances a bunch, and then I got blueprints for a hell key, right? And I thought to myself, oh, well, they're probably equivalent, like, on tier somehow with each other. And so then I decided I would make myself a one hell key. So I'll let you guys know, the very start of the one hell key, there are 40th level creatures in there immediately. I didn't finish hell. I made myself a hell key, popped it, and literally it was a long time ago when I was very much not able to do anywhere near that kind of crap. And I got just tarred again and again until I realized that I had probably shouldn't have made myself a hell key because I was not at the level that I needed to be even messing around with the very first hell key. And so I've never seen beyond that, and I haven't went back to the hell place since I got my butt thoroughly whipped. Okay, so what I'm gonna guess is that this is the second trick right here, and we'll know real quick. Okay, so that's the second trick right there, so it's right in a row. So if we do the whole way through, same exact thing will happen, right? So let's ignore that right now. We go this way. You have to fight a bunch of zombies, but it's not one of the trick ones. So I'm pretty sure it's two trick. Now at this point, you guys don't run. So the end isn't instant, but it's pretty close. And legitimately, if you run into the water pool at the end, you drop into this pool of water in which you can't see. Honestly, you basically get stuck down there. You can death recall yourself out to get out of it, by the way. And, but you don't want to be death recalling yourself and get lost in here at all. Like with the T, don't log out. You will lose your progress. Blah, blah, blah. But you can see why, if you come in here and you don't know about this dungeon, and you're like, oh, I got 30 pad, let me try that. And then you're a dude that just used your fancy key that you just got, and you just burned up all 30 ped you thought you had, and you're sitting here running around lost from monsters. At about hour number 1 or 2 in, you're kind of just like, F this, man. Plus, at some point, the zombies are just overwhelming you. But yeah, that was my first experience. It was really not good. Then I came back like more than a year later and decided I was going to give it another throw, but I would use D&D type style techniques and I got through it, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you. It was long, guys. Sorry about that. Obviously the coffee's not keeping track of it today. So you watch. Yeah, they're trying to get us all the time. They just spawned another new group right there. So okay, we'll kill group 2 of the same mob group. It's been a while since I did it, and I got sloppy at the beginning, but at this point, we're in familiar territory. Trying to remember when we establish a rule for how we do things, not to just get wild and decide, hey, I'm feeling froggy. Let's just totally change how we do things. That's a bad choice. I really like this instant though. I'd like to do it with a lot of people though. Even if it's a higher level one, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a tier 1. I would generate a tier 3. I'm not quite, hey, on a tier 4 yet, because I'd have to see how a group did. In all honesty, I'd probably want to see how a group did in this one first too. But this is how they get you. You finish up and you just run, and then boom, right in the pit. I'm surprised there's not a sock that just sets and hunts just for bananas to buy up stuff. Or, I don't know. Or a dude that just buys up all the bananas and then owns a bunch of stuff, I guess. Okay, so we gotta be careful here. Not that one. Right at the end's where they try to get you. Yeah, we're almost there. You guys think that they put enough zombies in here though? So if you only have like 10 minutes, this is not the right instance. Obviously, right? Every planet though should have a maze instance. And honestly, if you defeat every planet's mazes, you probably should get some kind of reward. They should just make them really challenging. Hold on, let's wait till this guy can hit us. Be careful. You see how this all looks the same though? That's why you basically better have a system on this. There'll be more, I'm sure. Okay, so this is the one there. Okay. It's a false. It's okay. We're gonna ignore some of them. Because we're gonna have to deal with a bunch of them in 1 second anyway. Okay, see what I mean? Okay, let's start killing them here. So we're in, I think, the final corridor right now. I mean, series of corridors. It like still has to go for a second. Nice little horde of zombies around us. You know what, we're just gonna move forward for a second. They can catch up with us in a second. We'll fight them with these guys. They basically just keep filling up the hallways our whole last bit. Like that, this is what's gonna happen. We'll just keep moving a little bit forward. We've almost got our back cleaned off. I think you're now seeing why, though, you don't want to just stand in those rooms that will keep spawning dudes. Because eventually, I mean, like, if you really just want to do the whole 4-something hours, and you can have enough patience to deal with the ridiculous onslaught you can create for yourself, feel free to just keep doing it. It's definitely going to get you some pet prizes and stuff. Okay, moving. I'm so shocked. I did not think that there would be more. I'm just joking. We are getting there, though. I'm just... But they definitely went, hey, let's put zombies in here. Okay, we're waiting for people to be able to hit us. The plight. Okay, he succeeded.
hit me. I know what you guys are thinking. Hey, that's still a whole lot of zombies. Yeah, they keep coming down the hall for a second. Starting to clear that room, guys. Don't worry. I was trying to kind of count how many more we see over there. So bring extra people if you're gonna, do it on team. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm sure you guys see why you might want to do this on team. Just saying. We're gonna get such a good global off of this. Okay, we got less than a dozen left in this hallway. Thought he was gonna become reachable for some reason. Ah, well, they won't let me get through that way. I'm pretty sure we need to be that way, though. So let me check this. Oh, nope, this is the exit. So this is what I'm talking to you about. Guys, this is where you get messed over, right here. I'm gonna kill all these guys. So right here, you run out, and this is not like this. This is walkable. This right here is a pool of water. You will drop down into there, and it will mess you over. If that happens, you end up having to hit the T button to get through. Now see, we have a few more zombies that are trying to get to us. It's okay. Come here, my friend. Okay, now, the fun part of this, and it's the same thing with over here. This'll mess you over. I'm sure that's how you get there if you go the other way. When I hit this, we're gonna get another global. This is awesome always. I always think this is so great. Watch this. Now we come in here, and I like going with other people to do this because they get super excited. So see that generator? When that generator goes down, we turn around, we run behind us, and then we go claim the prize. The prize is gonna give us a big swirly though. So let's go like this so we can get the big swirly picture, right? Yeah, everybody likes that. Maybe I should use a more powerful thing to kill this, but I'm not worried about it that much. We're using a tier 3 pyro chip. I think that's fine. Takes a second to take down this generator though, huh? And this is why if you're doing it with a group, it's gonna go so much faster. That was so many zombies for a dude to kill. And this generator doesn't go down that easy, in all honesty. Now I'm gonna get a massive global out of this, guys. And by the way, if your team just wants to sit there and trigger more and more zombies and grind it as much as you can until the final about 1 hour, you could probably trigger a massive HOF in this place. I mean, I don't know how big a one, but I would guess a significant HOF could be triggered out of here. You guys ready for this? Wondering what we're gonna get? It's gonna be cool stuff. I'm just joking. I have no idea what we're gonna get. I don't remember what you get in this one. But you do get stuff, and it is a really challenging one. Except they need to put a couple big monsters somewhere in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They could upgrade this to where there's at least like a, hey, but if you're not trying to work your way through the maze and you go this way, you're gonna run into this creature, blah 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 type thing, you know what I'm saying? Where you can farm it too. Okay. As soon as it goes down here, ready?
Okay, I was ahead of it. So that's a bunch of stuff, but that's not the treasure, guys. I don't even know what that's about really. Ready? Get set, big global. Ah, not the stuff I like normally. Okay, now the place will dump. Technically, we're below all those people that are sweating. So, kill the crap load of zombies in that. By the way, that does go places. Let's look. So on Monday, oh, we also got rock bucks, guys. So those rock bucks that are used to buy stuff also inside of there. Maybe I should show you guys this. So I already have a bunch of rock bucks saved up. Not a lot. But the rock bucks are worth 10 times more than bananas. And you can get rock bucks by slim jimming. And see, I have some bananas saved up. And stuff to make skateboards and things. Just in case we need to do that. And then we also get that speed metal and stuff like that. We use that for a whole lot of magic things. That's kind of important, I guess. Okay, so let's do this real quick. I'm going to show you some more magic of Rocktopia. Besides the fact that there's slews and slews of very cool shops, very cool instances, upgradable instances. That's not the coolest part. I mean, I'm not saying it's the coolest part, but I mean, I'm gonna show you a cool part that most people won't show you because they don't find the same humor in it. But now, I also want to tell you, I'm not just gonna be mean here. I'm just killing some people just to kill some people to demonstrate something. I don't know. We're gonna kill somebody. That's basically what's known. Not here, obviously. Like this would be an awkward place to kill somebody, right? I'm gonna need the trade terminal. I think it's that phone. Oh, sorry, dude. I was trying to jump him in a way. Okay, let's say that's probably way too many, guys. I don't need that many, honestly. Let's go over here. Always fun. Boom. I'm gonna click 30 clicks. Pretty sure that we don't need 30 clicks, but I want to have some. And I'm going to show you an area that most people don't really play in as much as they should. The idea behind the area is awesome. I don't know why they didn't develop it ever all the way. Don't you hate it when stuff just like tells you, hey, you've been streaming a long time, I'm shutting down because I'm a screen over on the side. I don't know why things do that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. By the way, if you've never hunted with explosive projectiles, not just people, but just general stuff, they're absolutely a blast. This is way over enough. We don't need that much. It doesn't cost that much to kill somebody. We're gonna stop right there, guys. Okay. So there's gonna be two different places that we could take people out. I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, hey, why would you do that? So for one, on this planet, there's missions to kill people. I know, right? Who would know? So one of them is right over here by Noobs, which you pick up the mission in which you're almost always going to find people that decide, hey, I'm going to be behind this. See right there, boom. So see this guy? He's getting out of there. They're getting out of there. See why they're all back there?
Now, there's a chance that this girl comes in and tries to kill us. There's a chance that any of these dudes do. So as soon as we go back here, it's PvP. Okay? So some of them are on a mission to kill people. But this is the interesting thing they did about this area. So this PvP dock area, in which somebody's welcome to come back here and try to kill me. I mean, they could really, to be honest. I mean, who knows who's on the planet, right? So it killed our thing, blah, blah, blah. We can't see what's going on. The reason why people are going to come back here, though, is because, weirdly enough, they spawn oil back here, right? So if we, like, walk around a bunch, see right here we have a person. See, and they're kind of hiding because they know that there's a person here. See? Now, do we want to kill them? I don't know them. We're not gonna kill them. But see that this is the area in which most people are like, hey, I'll go get some kills. Does that make sense? And here's the deal. What they don't realize a lot of time is, yes, you could kill somebody that way. But you can also kill them this way. So right now we're tracking a little bit. We know where he is. At this point, I'm gonna assume he's running like heck to get out of here or hiding. In which at this point, I would almost bet the hiding and running part is his primary plan. But I think you guys see how this is a very easy place to get kills. People come back here. Sometimes when I want an easy kill, when I was doing the mission, I legit was kind of naughty. And see, if you look, this bridge is still technically, as we swing around, in PvP. So if I'm sitting here like this, and we get the radar over here, if I sit here and hover right here, those dudes, and I'm not trying to be mean, they won't know. Like, they'll go from here, see, we see, what's his name right there at the edge, and you'll see people, and they'll come down in here, not realizing there's somebody lurking right here, waiting to get them. Okay, so that these guys can continue just gathering oil and we're not just sitting here waiting to kill them. I'm going to show you somewhere else which we can pretty much do the exact same thing. I'm probably going to kill somebody there though, because the opportunity for airstrike is vastly hilarious, honestly. It's kind of funny. I mean, I'll apologize to somebody too. They'll probably get very mad because we airstrike them. Sorry, I gotta go find one of the teleporters. Some of the teleporters on this planet take rock bugs to use. I try not to use those ones, even though I have a bunch of rock bugs, because we're saving the rock bugs. So, obviously, there's multiple places on Rocktopia. Hell is amazing for a bunch of reasons. Hunt the Thing is where you want to do all your PvP. So, what you got to do is you look at all the different points, right? You got this expert point 1. I don't remember what that is. That's the extraction zone. So this whole thing is explorable, and at one point you'll have a mission to come here in which some of the areas are PvP. It'll let you know, hey, cold weather warning and stuff like that, right? This is right here. Oh, I've logged in 4,000 times, guys. And we're going to get a bunch of awards for some stuff. So we've done a bunch of stuff, is what it's going to tell us. Okay, so if we come right here, you're going to notice people below us, and they're away right now. This is considered a combat zone, and technically, anybody in here is killable. So if we're tracking our missile system right here like this, and we see anybody, it is really easy to set here and go zap. Also, this is why they're here. So this is a great place for skilling, for one. But they're here literally because these gas barrels. See how there's crude oil right here? So say I'm on this planet. Yeah, there's also explosions like that happen and stuff like that. There's some wolves too. They're annoying. See all this crude oil though, right? Boom, boom. There's explosions every little bit. You gotta kind of watch, but they're not actually significant compared to like if somebody missile strikes you, that's significant. Or if somebody just decides that they're controlling this area because they're not messing around. So overall, this whole area, the Hunt the Thing area, including its mission line and everything, was done extraordinarily well. The area is large, it has a purpose. Honestly, I think they did such a good job on this part too. Not enough people do the Hunt the Thing. It's not as popular as it should be probably, because it's not new anymore, right? But reality, this place, if so, at one point, long ago, and I'll show you this trick. Take my normal equipment off, right? This guy's not going to do anything to us, really. So he's going to give us some skill as I run around. I can run around ignoring him literally, right? Maybe he's going to do a little bit of damage to me, but probably not that much. So if I ran around here and just literally picked up oil, which people do, and some people, like that guy that's AFK over there by the thing, he's legitimately probably every 15 or 30 minutes just coming back and running around this real quick and collecting the oil. In which there's all kinds of people that naughty enough, that's all they do is hang out collecting the oil from this place, which you can tell it's pretty easy to do, right? Like, wasn't that hard for us to, in seconds probably. Well, not seconds, I mean, it was a little bit, right? We got 9 oil, not that much time at all. We run back over here, boom, they take care of that. Now here's another cool thing, right? Supplies. Ammunition, this is cheap and low grade ammunition. Here's weapons. These are literally awesome little weapons. They use their own style of ammo. They're about as eco as you can imagine. They're actually ridiculous eco. If you don't know about this place, I'm just saying that, like, as a player, it's absolutely a good benefit of this planet. This whole Hunt the Thing concept is absolutely fascinating. Okay, hold on one second. And as you can tell, there's a large amount of other area around here that isn't Hunt the Thing necessarily. Well, it is Hunt the Thing, but um, it's not that main oil area. There's an actual storyline mission thing in which you go to a whole bunch of points, and it's honestly it's its own thing. I'm still working through it. We'll have to work on it. There's too many missions in this game, guys. Let's pop ourselves back real quick. Do you guys want to try to ambush somebody and see if we can get somebody down here by the dock? I think we can. I saw enough people back there that I'm convinced that we can get an airstrike on somebody. It's harder to airstrike people with our helicopter, by the way. It actually has a more effective weapon system in some ways, and a harder one to pull off trap getting people with. And oh, thank you very much. Okay, watch this. I thought that that car was about to drive back. No way. No. Okay, I'll show you something you guys might not know. See that vehicle? I'm gonna repair it afterwards. He should have never left that there. I'm not gonna destroy it because we're killing a person and not their vehicle today. Okay, ready? Okay, so we only made enough projectiles to do a little damage and not quite kill him, but we almost half took out his vehicle. I'm gonna let him know I'm going to repair his vehicle. I wasn't trying to be a mean person there, okay guys? I just wanted to show you guys how that worked. The system on the helicopter is actually better. Has a larger range and hits slightly harder. I'm gonna go back here and let this guy know that I'm gonna repair him. But basically, this area is one of the brute areas. You gotta watch. The helicopter from Cyrene, I don't know if they fixed the thing yet. Oh, we gotta find these guys. That's not them. Okay. Our buddy that we blew up stuff on, I don't know where he is. I didn't actually want to leave his stuff not fixed and had planned on repairing it. So now I'm kind of trying to figure out where they are. Okay, well, I can't repair it if they disappear. That's not good, guys. I feel bad about that. I was actually just trying to show you guys a kill, not actually trash somebody's vehicle. I would have fixed their vehicle. Well, if I see them sometime around, I will fix their stuff. Just for the record, just wanted to show you the effectiveness of vehicle-to-vehicle air weapons in a PvP area. And so, I think the vehicle took the majority of the brunt. It kind of splits it, and so. But on Monday, if you guys want to, I will be on. I'll be on Rocktopia. I have to fly to Arcadia to drop off prizes and stuff like that people claimed. And then I'm coming immediately back so that on Monday I can do the instances. I'm more than happy to open up the instances and form a team. And so if you have ammo and a weapon, you're welcome to come. I do hope you guys have a great day. real quick, I'm going to find a person that also is streaming Entropia. That's always a good thing, right? Got somebody? Boom. That's awesome. Hold on 1 second. You guys are going to love this. This guy's good. I think you'll enjoy it. They're a good guy. There's a lot of good guys in Entropia, but here. Thank you guys. You guys have a great one. Peace and very best wishes.